All right, gang. Welcome back. Welcome back to another Checo Forex live stream. I hope everybody had a fantastic day. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. And yeah, we're back live here on stream, and let's take a look at the markets. Let's see where we're at. Let's do our chart markups here and dive right in. Right. So let's take a look at where am I? I'm on gold and daily. Yeah. So on the daily time frame, very clearly, just a lot of chop. I mean, we're just consolidating, right? We can all see that easily, right? So we've kind of just been up here. Look at this. Haven't been able to break above that level. So yeah, clear consolidation here. We have this low down here. And yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, we're just ranging right here. That's it. There's not much going on. Gold has been coming down, though. It's made a nice little correction again after testing that level right here. Look at that. Look at this. So I think, we all know a breakout above that 34, 41, 42 range, more or less. We got a closure above there on the daily, and this thing is gone. With that being said, that was an easy kind of outlook, but let's drop it to the 4 hour. We do have a 4 hour candle that just opened. Previous 4 hour closed bullish, right? And now we made a top wick, failed to take out the previous 4 hour highs, right? So now it's pulling down here. And it'll be interesting, right? Because is it going to come down and grab this liquidity down here before we flip, or is it going to just make a steeper wick, maybe take out these lows here and then reflip? Either way, if anything, look at you zoom in, look, it failed to break the previous 4 hour high. So if this candle now takes the previous 4 hour low, makes a wick down, and then we start flipping and re-break the 4 hour highs, and we start driving up. So we can identify that entry. Let me see. Off the 4 hour, we do have this level right there. For example, at the current level now, it has a little bit of resistance here. Even though this previous 4 hour, if you zoom in, once we mark up these levels, look at how we got the breakout on the previous 4 hour. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. And we got the breakout here. Now we're kind of pulling up, but see if there's any FEGs in there. Yeah, look at that. We got a FEG that we might be able to target up here. FEG to the downside here was already tapped into. So yeah, man, I'm actually pretty bullish. I mean, look at all these. These are all levels off the 4 hour here. So gold might be looking to move up here, but I'm gonna be very careful. I'm gonna see if I can find something, but I'm looking at the 4 hour to come down and sweep these lows and potentially flip back up, right? That's possible, but we have to wait and see. All right, down to the 1 hour, right? So the 1 hour, this was previous resistance here, right? Resistance here, broke through, came up, tested, got a fake out here, rebroke, came down. Now this candle closed above, had no bottom wick. We just made a bottom wick. I don't know, gang. This is this is the 4 hour high, this wick here. So I'm thinking, once we come down and reflip, it's a very good buy up. What's the FE? Yeah, we can come up to about 30, 33.49, 33.50. Yeah, that's a beautiful trade to the upside here. Yeah, I might be targeting that, but we do have an FEG down here. This, I don't know if this was just the correction, then we made this bearish flag pattern here to then come down, right? I don't like to draw too much and look too much into it, but we have this flag pattern here, right? Assuming we can come down and retest the bottom of the flag trend line here, that's possible. Look at how we're pulling back down. Yeah, it's making a heavy push down. Very interesting. Yeah. But we do have a target up here about 33.50, and there's a potential target down lows 30, 32. What is that? About 3,300. All right, 30-minute. Yeah, I mean it's consolidating, even though it's trending up, but this is looking like it wants to come down. you know, just off the naked eye here, even though we broke above this resistance area right here. We have several fake outs, you know, but now we did close above, but now this candle's pulling down. So 20 minutes left on this 30-minute candle. Let's take a look, closer look. All right, what do you notice here? No top wick on this 30-minute, which takes me back. This could be the 4 hour already. We already broke the previous 4 hour lows, right? But failed to take out the highs. Now this thing could reflip here. Oh, I like that move actually, gang. What's our support levels here? I want to look at it differently here. Hold on. Nah, I don't like that. I don't like that here. This makes more sense to me right here. Yeah, we got the touch here. Started coming down. We're consolidating in a somewhat of a uptrend here. We tapped in here and came up. Yeah, I'd say I don't know. It's either the wow, it's the 15-minute cut, no top wick. Man, why is it tempting here in a way? Yeah, 15-minute has a better support area here that we might tap into. Maybe even down here. Um, FEG. Yeah, I'm actually I kind of like this setup here, gang. 1 hour has a okay, yeah, the 1 hour has that work there. It's a 30-minute. All right. Okay. All right, 30-minute candle, right? I'm gonna wait these 17 minutes. I want to see it close. Maybe it'll come down and tap into this support here. Got this one off that 15-minute right here. Yeah, a lot of rejection in that area. I want to see if it can come down and tap into that level. Yo, Jose Trades, what's up, brother? Yeah, it is looking bearish to me, and then you know, it kills me with this flag pattern. I mean, look at this on the 1 hour. Look at that. We got that impulsive move, and then we got that flag pattern. You know, but yeah, it might. I'll wait and see. I'm gonna wait for that test down here anyway. Either way, regardless of what happens, I'll wait for a test in this area. No top wick here. No top wick on the 15. You know, we might be coming down to tap into these levels to make the move up. So yeah, I'll see. Maybe let's see how it prints, and I'll look for a potential move on gold. We start breaking below, then I'll look for some sells now. All right, let's see what we got here. Nasdaq. Let's go up to the daily on the Nasdaq. All right. I mean, what can I tell you about Nasdaq? Look at this thing, bro. New all-time highs. Swept these highs here. Let me mark this up because this is key levels up here. Let me zoom in on that. All right, so we have our highs there, right? And then we broke and made new all-time highs. This thing just started ripping. So this thing been like this, all this on the daily time frame. Look at that, massive run up. Currently, yeah, look at this. So we closed bearish. We gapped up. We came down, filled the gap, then spiked up, took out the previous day high, made a new all-time high up here, and then just had a massive reversal today. So to me, this is a top wick on this new daily. I mean, again, we can come up and sweep the liquidity up here, right? Take out the highs and then come back down and take out the lows here. But this is a pretty decent top wick. If we start coming down and break the lows here, it's gone, bro. This thing is gonna it's gonna come down. It's gonna make a correction. Good target would be the previous all-time high here. So after we got the breakout, notice we got a break but no retest. So we got the break up here. It can come down to retest maybe before we shoot back up. So, but I'm expecting a huge drop down. All right, 4 hours. I mean, it's incredible how bullish indices are. All right, so we're getting a little bit of a bearish structure to print here. I mean, we got the impulse consolidation, then we got a nice impulsive move when we gapped up here, came down, filled the gap, made another impulsive move up, made the all-time high, and look at the flip. So now we got two big, heavy bearish candles. Previous 4 hour close bullish, but very small body then, right? So you might want to come up and test the highs. It's possible. Might come up, test the highs, maybe even sweep the highs, and then come down. Yeah, you can see that kind of on the daily too. The daily might want to come all the way up and sweep those highs. That's what it did today. Came all the way up, and then just flipped. So would it surprise me if the daily will come up and take out the highs and then flip down? It's possible. All right, let's drop it to the 1 hour here. Yeah. By the way, we with my platform members, we caught this right at the peak here. So we caught it right at the previous high before it made this wick. We took an entry here. We saw this drawdown when it spiked up with news at 10 a.m. this morning. We held that drawdown though, and then we got this massive flip. And my TP was right at the bottom of the range here. And with this wick here, we tapped. Actually, this wick tapped into it, and then came back down and so on. So, but yeah, we hit full TP from all the way up here, all the way down here. Yeah, so we caught a very, very nice profit on that today. So that was awesome. Yeah, we caught that early in the morning. All right, so in the meantime, this is the level to break right here. So this was previous resistance. Look how we wicking into these areas. We tapped right into it, got rejected, came down, rejected, try to break through, rejected. So yeah, a break below this area right here. And, you have some probably support down here, but yeah, it's probably going to come down here. Yeah, right around this area. So yeah, probably come back down to 23,000 or something. All right, so, but for now, what I would expect, any FEGs in the area? Yeah. So we got a bullish FEG here. We got a bearish FEG up here, but this could be the correction. It might want to make back up. It's possible. You might want to come back up, make a lower high, right? I mentioned that we might come up off the daily and just rip through, maybe come up, test, come down, then push back up and take out the all-time highs, right? Make new all-time highs and then roll over. But, on that next rollover, I would expect it to wipe out. We had a lot of attempts to break through this level, and then I think on the next attempt is gonna end up getting a closure below, confirming the breakout, wait for a top wick, and boom, take it downtown. So yeah, there's not much volume for Nas, during Asia. So I don't worry too much about it at the moment, but that's the expected move. I'll see if we can push up to retest this FEG and come into it. Actually, we test it here? We might have missed it, or this was the candle that actually made the FEG. So yeah, once it was created, then we haven't really come back up to tap into it. So yeah, I could see price coming up to this range, halfway up this candle body here, and then we could expect a reversal at some point. But yeah, Let's take a look at gold here. All right, gold is coming into that support here. All right, let's look at the 30-minute. Yeah, this is looking good here. I don't know, man. I'm what's I just want to see something real quick. 37 pips. Eh, it's not. I mean, it's not that bad, but excuse me. Uh, what I was thinking is either waiting to see if it's gonna come and break below, maybe test the trend line down here and respect that, and then maybe take buys from this area. But I'll wait the next couple minutes. You know, it's pulling down. We got a nice bearish body on this 30-minute with 9 minutes left. You know, I don't think it's gonna reflip and come up, make a top wick. But I would think that the next candle would probably tap into this area here and then get that rejection and come up and give us a top wick for this candle. But yeah, let it push down. Let it push down. See what happens. Wow, look at that push down. Crazy. Look at that 15-minute. Yeah, wow, 15-minute. Wow, but 15-minute, no bottom wick, no top wick. Look at this stupid candle. It's just crazy. All right, so yeah, no top wick, no bottom wick. Market not giving us any ranges. Let me see. Look at the 5-minute. All right, bottom wick created here. Yeah, 15-minute. That 15-minute candle closed crazy. All right, it gets a little complicated here. Let's see. Let's just wait for candles to print. Let's let candles close, and we'll figure something out in a few minutes here. Yeah, it's coming down into that support. All right, we got to stay patient, gang, right? We wait for our setup, and we have an opportunity to execute, we will. If not, then, we'll call it a night and rest up and come back at it tomorrow. We got FOMC tomorrow. FOMC tomorrow. Big day in the markets tomorrow. Sounds rejecting you. Yeah, it didn't break previous daily high here. It came up, made a top wick, but then now it's flipping bearish. So, I mean, it's also, I mean, on the daily time frame, we're extremely bearish. Look at that bearish move. But we're pulling down and we're trading. So you know what? Look at this is interesting here. Let me get rid of all these lines. I want to show you guys. See, sometimes it's good to mark these things up a certain way, but I want you guys to see something. Let me see if I can draw it up here. Look at this trend line here. So this is what I was looking at. Look at, after gold made this bottom here, right? And we kind of dropped and made this made this low here, bounced up, and then now we started forming like these higher highs and higher lows. Then we made this high here, right? We didn't break this previous high, but now we started coming down. But look at how we broke below the trend line, and then we came and the previous daily came up, tested it, and got rejected. And then now this candle didn't quite make it up. But I'm just saying we're trading. We formed this like slight uptrend here. You know, when you draw the trend line, you know, we're trading below it. So now we've broken through. You know, a lot of times we'll come up and retest, and it'll look something like this. You know, like, you know, we got the break. Then once you break, you usually come and kind of test into it, right? The broken level, and then we get the move down. That's, you know, somewhat how it goes. But it's possible that gold is pulling down here. You know, like I said, it might wick down, sweep the lows here, then reflip, then re-break its own high, and then come up into that trend line around 33.55 or so. So, you know, just a scenario that we can, you know, keep an eye on. You know, it's not crazy to see it. Like I said, I look at little things like that. You know, those things, you know, somewhat make sense to me. They help me have an idea of the areas I'm trying to target on gold. So yeah, we're looking at this support down here from this push, and like started going up, but we came down, almost tested it. We came close enough, and now we're kind of rejecting here. But let's wait for the 30-minute closure here. And focus on that 30-minute no top wick. That's something I'm keeping an eye on. But you know, any break of any levels, then I'll probably be looking at a different move here. And 4 hours looking bearish, but it's a brand new candle, right? I mean, this could be a retest, right? And then the flip. It's awesome. I mean, this it could come down here and test the lows, but I don't know if it's gonna do that. I think there's a lot of support in this area. All right. All right. We got a little less than 2 minutes, about a minute and 45 seconds here. Let's take a look at what gold's going to do, how it's going to close on the 30-minute. And let's see how the other candle opens up. Oh man, I'm a bit tired tonight. I had a long day today, and feeling a little bit sleepy, but you know, we'll hang in here for a little bit. All right, we got a new 30-minute candle here. Let's take a look. That's a new one out. Ooh, no. Ooh, guys, I like this. I like this. Oh, gang, you know what I'm gonna do, gang? Take a sell right here. All right, I'm gonna sell, gang. I'm gonna keep my stops up here for now. Took a sell right here, gang. Oh shoot, we're in profit right away. Let me put the TP down here for now. Yeah, 33.15 for TP. Yo, the minute it popped up with no bottom wick, took the sell. Yeah, 33.24.4 was my entry. Hold on, let me adjust that here real quick. 1 second. This thing is moving fast. Oh, it's pulling back up. All right, it's coming back up to entry here. I'm trying to make the adjustment myself here. I understand why it's not letting me. Oh, there it goes. All right. I'm gonna set up my trade. All right. Yeah, I took a sell. That was an impulse sell. It started dropping right away, but yeah, I'm gonna hold it right here. All right. I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold it that low, but I would target the bottom of the range here if anything. Like my full TP would be down here. But for stream, I'll keep it down here. You know, we don't have to hold it extremely long here at all. Yeah. All right. Let's let it play out here and see what happens. Mm-hmm. What is happening here? Where is it? That was my fault. I think I clicked on something else. Yeah, here we go. We'll 33. We'll grab now. Grab this right here. 33.12. What in the world? Oh. Okay. All the founder traders there. We're some drawdown about 14 pips, 16 pips in drawdown. No big deal. Let's see what happens. So we're gonna come up and make the wick for this candle now. This one ripped with no bottom wick, but let's see. We got a very, very hard impulsive closure. Ooh, yeah, 15-minute no bottom wick. Yeah, this was an impulse entry. Yeah. I just want to see if we're making a top wick here and then continue to come down here. Yeah, I don't think it didn't really, come down. That's that trend line right there. Yeah. See, look at this 1 hour, no bottom wick. So we closed heavily bearish, and then we just popped up. So this could be a top wick for this thing to reflip and start ripping down. Once we start coming down after making this top wick, if we come back down and start creating this bottom wick and break the previous 1 hour lows, this thing should drive down. Let's see. We'll wait. We'll wait on it. See what happens. Go back to the 30-minute. Right, but we're in it now, gang. So let's just hang tight. We're down about 30 pips. 30 pip drawdown here. Still holding the trade here. Get rid of this line here. Perfect. All right. See what happens. Once we make this top wick flip, again, I would say this 30-minute candle, still early. If this thing reflips bearish, starts making a bottom wick and re-breaks the previous 30 lows, this thing should drive down. And we have our target down here. That's the play. All right, cool. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Step out and I'll come right back. Oh, well. Look at that. Came up to make the top wick for this previous candle. Holy smokes. And took off with no bottom wick. Just ripped right up. All right. Let's see. We're still in it, though. Let's see if we'll survive that. Already made a top wick. Let's see if we get a push down now. Wow, we're flipped. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Well, this is looking bullish here. It's gonna tap us out. Not yet. All right, we got tapped out here. All right. Yeah, we got tapped out there, gang. All right, let's take a look here now. See if we can readjust. This 1 hour no bottom wick though. I don't like too much. Okay, we came up, made the 15 minute. Yeah, see 15 minute, no bottom wick here. No bottom wick here, but we made a wick for it here. Formed that support there and took off, but then no bottom wick, no bottom wick. This is very impulsive. I still think we're gonna come back down and make a move down here. Let's see if there's any there. We got an FEG here. 1 hour. Nope. Nothing here. While we're flipping bullish is key here. We haven't rebroke the previous 4 hour highs. So I want to see something here. It's a little sketchy. Yeah, with this 15 minute, 30 minute, and 1 hour, all these candles, no bottom wick here. It's a strong, impulsive move up. I just want to see how far up is gonna go here. So it's gonna break this resistance here. Oh, look at this 15 minute here. All right. Okay, so we see how we tapped into it here. We got this resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. And now we're currently above it with 10 minutes to go. So I want to see if we're going to get a breakout here. I want to push up to this FEG here. Wow, that was a crazy move up, man. Pushed up really fast. I mean, look at that. Straight shot up, no bottom wick. All right, I'll wait on it here for now. we're starting to come down now. Let's see how this 15-minute closes here. I might take another swing at this here. Yeah, look at that. It's starting to come down here. No top wick, no bottom wick on this previous 5. Made a top wick here on this candle. Now it's starting to come down. And FEG here on the 5-minute. All right, came up and just tapped us out and it's pulling back down here. All right, the 4 hours flipped bullish. Yeah, it came down, made this massive bottom wick, and then reflipped. But again, the 1 hour no bottom wick came up, failed to break the previous high, so did the previous candle. So we're forming like these higher, lower highs and lower lows. I'm sorry, lower lows here, or lower highs, I should say. All right, so okay. All right. Might break the highs here. Yeah, I'm just waiting these next 2.5 minutes or so to see what this 15-minute does here. Oh, you took that buy. It was a risky buy, but it played out for you because it's the well. I mean, remember we talked about that 30-minute not having a top wick, but once it closed, when this new candle opened with no bottom wick and kind of pulled up, I took the impulse entry, anticipating it was just making a top wick to continue down, but it came all the way up. So, I mean, if you look at this, I mean, look at this entire 15-minute candle, no top wick or bottom wick. It's printing crazy. Then no bottom wicks on these candles. It's just pumping up. But we got to come down and make these wicks. So what I'm thinking, it might want to come up, tap into this FEG here, you know, or take out these highs at the least, and then we can take an entry right around here. I'm looking to take this back down, but I want confirmation. You know, the 15-minute is about 50 seconds. Let's see if it closes above. I don't know. I would have to wait and see because if we do close below the next 40 seconds, I might be inclined to take this sell again. It's not that much risk. We'll put our stops just above the FEG. See what happens. You got 15 seconds. All right, yeah, so we got an FEG here. All right, yeah, it might, well, let's see, it might come down to give this candle a bottom wick. Tap into the FEG and then come up. That might be the move here. And no bottom wick, though. That's what kills me. All right, but the 15-minute closed above resistance here, right? Look at this resistance here, and we got a candle that actually closed above this time. Let's see. Might take a quick buy here. Actually, I'm gonna see how this is gonna play out. If we could come down, you know, make this bottom wick, tap into the FEG, I might take the buys up from there. It's the 1 hour looking like. Yeah, the 1 hour has no bottom wick either. It's tough here. AUD USD, bro. Jose, you all over the place, man. You trade everything. Let me see what AUD USD. Let me take a look at that. Just out of curiosity. Oh, you talking about this guy fell? Oh snap! So you took the sell. Damn, no. Oh, that's the 15-minute. What's the 1 hour? Oh yeah, look at that, bro. That 1 hour's flipping bearish right here, bro. Yeah, your target should be right here, Jose. This wick fill, and then probably a runner to come down and just to the bottom of the range here. Yeah, look at that flip. If you got in, that was a nice move. All right. Yeah, 30-minute close above resistance as well. 15-minute bottom leg flipping up. I mean, I wanted this thing to come down and tap into this FEG though if I take a buy. I'm gonna see if this thing taps into this FEG. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that for the buys or the sells from the top. Ah, we go. Okay, yeah, the spreads are good. Yeah, I used to trade, I used to do a lot more of the currency pairs, GJ, UJ, but just it became too much to look at, running a platform and all that. It took a bit more of the workload off, and I just locked in on just, I just do mostly NAS and gold. I used to trade US oil a lot too. I don't even think I have it up here anymore. Oh yeah, I do. US oil pushed up. Yeah, but look at after that dump right here, then it kind of made a bit of a rally up, but nah, it's just I pull back up. It's respecting this resistance level right here, about 69. Yeah, this is a good average price. Oil could be a little bit lower, around that 66, 65. Right down here is where it's comfortable. Like here, stay here all the time. Yeah, US oil is good. It was one time it was dumb high. I called this move. Look at this. I still had it marked up. I'm gonna come and retest. You see that? I called it from here, and then we came up. Look at the move down. I made called that play out a while back. What was the high though? Let me go to the daily real quick. I know US oil was at one point like at $100. Let me see. Yo, look at this thing, bro. When was this? This was, look at the peak right here, $129.38 a barrel. That was in what was that, March of 2022. This is just ridiculously high. Then it made a correction and came back up, almost took out those highs, came back to like 120, 123. I remember back in the day, I remember Trump being in office, you know, look at 77, but then look at that. 43 came up to 65, but look at the levels. I mean, it never broke above 45 for years, bro. Months on end. The pandemic. Look what the pandemic did, though. Woo! Oil tank, bro. And oil went negative. Insane. But look at the. Let's get back to business here. We're at the top. What am I doing down here? Alright, so we did tap into this FEG, I believe. Did we? It's on the 15th. Yep, we did. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we tapped into this fair value gap. Are we gonna bounce up, or are we gonna come down and we're gonna make the bottom wick here? But look at this. How much time? We got 5 minutes here. Yeah, 4 hour flipping bearish again. Yeah, so we got into that sell, but I'll admit it was probably a little premature. Even though the move I'm expecting might play out, we just could have gotten a better entry. We might get it now though. Let's see. I want to see if because we did get the breakouts on these two time frames here for this resistance. But again, right, we got these candles, no bottom wicks and stuff, so the 1 hour already made a top wick. This thing might flip and start driving down. 5 minute no top wick here. Tapped into an FEG. This thing might come back up a little bit. I might wait a little longer here. I'm gonna be patient on this one. Keep an eye on the 15 minute just to see what it does, how it reacts to this FEG here. Because a lot of times what happens is we'll tap into it, right? We'll get the rejection. It'll come up 20 pips, 15 pips. And then it'll come down, retest, and then continue to break through. So let's see. Or is it going to reject from here, tap into this one, take out the highs, and then well, this one closed above, so we respected the FEG there. I would have said if this would close down, push significantly through and invert this FEG, then max 2 trades, Jose. Yeah, that's smart. It's good, Yeah, no worries. If you're able to trade whatever you're looking at, if you're able to look at everything and find opportunities wherever you can find them, that's all good and dandy. Fantastic. like I said, I used to do it like that. I used to trade pretty much everything, cryptos, Bitcoin signals, and Ethereum, XRP. I would trade cryptos all day, indices, US 30. I would trade everything, but you know, it just became a little too overwhelming for me. Everything I do day in and day out, it made it a lot easier for me to just lock in on two pairs. All right, looks like we're gonna get this 15-minute closure back in the range here. Telling you, I'm willing to take another whack at this. I might make a push for this sell here. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a heads up on the plan here. We got a minute left to this candle closure, right? What I'm gonna wait for is for this minute to close bearish, right? I think once we come up, make a top wick, I'll have a sell stop at the break of the 15-minute lows here. That's gonna be my move. Let's just wait for the candle to close in a few seconds here. I need a bottom wick though on the 15. Come on, man. It's gonna close with no bottom wick too. All right, 30 seconds. Come on, man. Don't be playing games like this. There we go. Bottom wick. All right, perfect. 10 seconds. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So let's see. Give me a top wick here. I need to see a big top wick here. And now we're seeing something. Now we're seeing something. All right, I'm gonna have a sell stop here again. Right at the break of the lows there. Oh, not yet. Not yet. No, not activated yet. Man, it didn't activate. Came close, but not activated yet. Oh, sorry, Dad. Has to be at the break of the lows, right? That's how I want to get activated. 3326. Wow, look at that. When I zoom in, look at the wick. Just missed the activation right there. I'm gonna leave it on here for now. Already made a top, but it might make a steeper wick here. If it goes too far up and let's say wipes out the highs, I'll delete this. Oh, sorry, stop. What was that? That's the wick on here. Yeah, right here. That would what the trade would look like, but we're not activated yet here. So I'm not in anything yet. Still waiting. Let's see what this candle's gonna do first. No, Danny, not activated yet. I have a sell stop at the break of the 15-minute lows. But if I see it starts pulling up way too far up, I'll delete and just wait for this 30-minute, and then if anything, the sell stop, it actually lines up with the break of the current 30-minute low, like right below that wick. See that wick it made right now? Let's see if it's gonna come down and break those lows and take off. Yeah, the entry for this sell would have been 3326 even, 3326.0. That will be our activation. It comes back down there. Like I said, if it pulls too far up, I'll probably delete it and just kind of wait a little bit longer and see if we get a setup. Yeah, look at that 1 hour starting to come down and flip. Man. Oh boy. Yeah, but this 1 hour is probably gonna close bullish. No bottom wick though, but I'm telling you, man, this, wow, you know what? This trade might, you know what, gang? I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna delete this sell limit. I mean the sell stop. I'm gonna delete it real quick. I think we can get a better entry here, but I'm gonna power reflip. Yes, it's still bearish. Okay. Man. Yeah, I might be looking at like an impulse entry here again. This thing might tap into resistance one more time. Yeah, let me wait on it a little bit. I'm gonna take another impulse entry here, but I want to get a much better entry next time. If I do take another trade, that's gonna be the last one tonight on the screen. Hopefully, it'll be a easy, quick few pips, and you know, get out and call it a night. All right. 5 minutes, gang. Let's wait these 5 minutes, and we'll see how this candle's gonna print. And look at that. Could be looking bullish. Came up, closed above resistance, came down, tapped into the FEG, and now we're pulling back up. It's tricky. 4 minutes left. Look at the 30. Never came down to give this candle a bottom wick, but we came down, made a steep wick, and now we're flipping up here, gang. I mean, it might be buys here in order if we get the candles to print that way. Yo, we might be buying gold here, gang. Yeah, 1 hour's moving up. 4 hour re-flipping bullish here as well. Jeez. What would be good if this 4 hour will start coming up and take out the previous highs here? It'll drive up most likely to this FEG up here. Yep, everything on up. Oh, 30-minute reflip bullish. Oh, nope. Came back down. Let's see. All right. I'm going to wait now and see. You might be looking at buys here, gang. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna close above, gang, here. Uh, yeah, we respected this fair value gap here, and you know we got the nice pushback up, but it's failing to push back above. So yeah, we stayed in the range here. You know, sells to me ideally would be to just make, you know, grab this bottom wick here and grab, what is that? I mean, it's a 70 pip move. Not bad, 70 pips, but 4 hours. I mean, plenty of time left on this 4 hour. It's looking to flip bullish, but I would say if we're trading off the four, once this thing starts flipping bullish and re-breaks the previous high, takes them out. You know, that would be the move. But right now, no bottom wick here. Next candle, same way the 30 did this. No top wick, and it came down. Next candle, no bottom wick, but came all the way up and made the top wick. Took us out on that first trade, and you know, made a nice move down. I thought it was gonna come down and make the bottom wick here, but it didn't. Pull back up, and yeah, it's a little choppy tonight, gang. A little too choppy for my liking. Look at the 15-minute just came down. We have plenty of volume though, but just I'm not liking the price action personally. All right, we got a new 1 hour here. Yeah, gang, it's this you know, to get a setup here now. Let's say even off the 1 hour, the 30-minute, that would require, you know, another half hour, 45 minutes to get the setup that we're looking for, and yeah, it's just gonna take too long to build. The volume is very slow at this time. Yeah, no big deal, no big deal, gang. We'll call it here. Look at that, no bottom wick here, and it started to come down. I'm more likely to probably come and sweep the lows, maybe even make a bottom wick here and then flip back up. It's, you know, again, we're ranging here, so I think that's pretty much it. The market it's gonna consolidate. It's gonna range for the most part. We got FOMC tomorrow, so yeah. Gang, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna call it here. No need to take unnecessary risks. You know, we took a small loss today on stream. It happens, right? But it's no big deal. You know, saw something there, took an impulse entry, and it didn't play out for us tonight. But again, FOMC tomorrow for my platform members. We will be trading the New York session tomorrow, so stay tuned and be on the lookout for that. For any potential signals in the platform. Again, shout out to all my supporters, people that come on stream, and you know, we chop it up, we hang out, you know, and just sharing the little bit of knowledge I have in the markets, and you know, try to help anybody out. So if anybody's interested in any mentorship and any trade signals, just you know, click the link on my bio, email me, and I'll definitely look into it. To my peoples, man, Jose Trades, Danny, Tony, Shorty, everybody that comes through, RT Money, all you guys, I appreciate it. Appreciate the support, and yeah, we'll be on this tomorrow for FOMC. So we're looking forward to it. All right, everybody, have a blessed and safe night. Thanks again. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button on the way out. And yeah, peace out, everybody.